Stand up on your feet, please. Don't fucking kneel like a potato.
I'm
All of you just
overdosing
open your
myself
kit.
on
All of you, all
morphine.
you're supposed to be doing right now is just opening your fucking inventories. It's not hard.
I guess Arma's having problems, apparently.
Stop fucking pinging me. Okay, so this might be a bit weird for Gavin because I had to drop my kit, but you should be looking at your uniform right now. Are we all looking at the uniform?
Yep.
You'll be seeing an entrenching tool, a mag light, 10 cable ties, and a few magazines. Do we all see this?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll teach you how to use your entrenching tool here in a bit, which is a fucking lifesaver. Ask anybody here who's been playing Starsim for more than a day, and they'll tell you.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
Yes, chef.
Now, you guys might not use the mag light that, because in your kits, again, might be a bit different for Gavin because I had to drop mine for him. In your kits, if you look all the way to the right, you have this little chip. That's our version of night vision. It doesn't make this big, bulky, stupid fucking thing on your head. It's implanted into your character's head. So if you press N, you'll have night vision. But if you, say, are one of the ARC troopers or some sort of MOS, or for whatever reason don't have that chip or any sort of night vision, at night, open your map, you can use the little mag light to look at your map at. As long as you have the mag light, or as long as you have night vision, you'll be able to read your map at night. You probably won't use the mag light at all, if much. It's just there just in case you're somehow at night without night vision and need your...
Also, fun fact, if you have a chem light, you can attach it to yourself at night, and you'll clearly stick out more than, just use a night vision, but it also works for reading the map if for some reason you took away your chip and you have chem lights on you. So
The catch-up psycho. So, you don't kill, there are several ways you can end up in the penal battalion, either being 2 cancer on the Discord, being a who is coming back into the Lego, but he fucked off, so sorry about him. What Lego did to get banned in the first place was he killed Ghetto, and blue on blue is a big no-no, and you get banned on the spot. You are terminated. If you ever kill anybody and it's not an accident, or you aren't defending yourself, which we'll have to talk about defending yourself some other time, especially if the situation arises, you will be banned on the spot. You can appeal. Lego appealed, Ghetto gave him a chance, and penal battalion. The penal battalion is a thing we have to where we give people just one last chance to not be a shit. And the first time they're a shit for anything major, they are banned on the spot. So if these two did anything of that sort, any sort of crime, it would be banned on the spot. The penal battalion is not somewhere you want to go, trust me. So speaking of the cable ties and why I brought that up, we do not kill civilians. Killing civilians, killing teammates, killing anybody that's not the enemy, or an enemy combatant, is a big fucking no-no. Sometimes on ops, when we go out there, Vs will be running about and be really fucking annoying. So a thing we'll do is we will grab civilians, and we'll cable tie them, and we'll...
Hey, hold on a second. I'm gonna go BRB.
Already knows this. So, what's for cable ties? We also have those in there in case we do missions where we capture an enemy combatant or capture someone and they're just running amok. So those are really useful. If any of you want to learn how to use those, or you're not sure how to use them, or if you decide some other time, we'll use them in op and let you do it. That's what's in your uniform. If you go over to your vest, this is where I keep all the general medical supplies. Or the standard trooper, you have elastic, packing, morphine, and epinephrine. Elastic is mostly used for general injuries. Packing is used for more like bullet, or in this case, laser injuries. So most gunshot / laser wounds, you'll packing. Every other injury, like cuts, you'll use elastic. Morphine is a pain suppressant. So on this server, we have pain turn. Basically, if you get shot a lot or shot once, you will start going into pain. Your ears will start going all weird, your screen will start flashing. How to make that go away is morphine. The thing is, though, is it slows your heart rate. So if you take too much morphine, you're gonna fucking kill yourself, because you'll make your heart slow so much that it'll eventually just stop. How we counteract that, and to make your heart go back up, is epinephrine. If you inject yourself with too much morphine, your heart will stop. If you inject yourself with too much epinephrine, your heart is going to fucking explode, because your heart rate is going so goddamn fast. The blood's just gonna make it pop. So, how we counteract that is, and this is mostly if you guys need to use your medical stuff in an emergency, is I use 1-to-1. Some other units will use 2-to-1, which means for 1-to-1 it would be 1 morphine and then immediately 1 epinephrine. Counteract the effects of the morphine because we want to suppress the pain. We don't want to stop your heart. Other units will argue that it's 2-to-1, which is for every 2 morphine, it's 1 epinephrine. Either which way you do it, you'll know if your heart is going too low or too fast. You're going to hear your heart rate in your. If your heart sounds like it's going really slow, talk to a medic, and they'll be able to examine you more clearly because medics have special things in their medical menus. They can see what the fuck's happening with you over here. So just keep track of that. If you're hearing anything going on in your ears, any sort of noises, go see a medic immediately because they can. So that's your medical stuff. We'll just be focusing more on bandages than anything. Don't even worry about. So if we go to your backpack, this is where I keep stashed most of the combat. So your DC-15A charges, your sidearm magazines. Talk to Rocker a little bit about EMP. I kind of took them out of use as EMP need to be super fucking accurate with those. The range on them is garbage. So if you're not landing your EMP grenade next to the battle droid, you're not killing it. However, most people will use them, especially people who are good at throwing grenades, because if you can land it near a battle droid, it'll insta-kill it. Everything from droidicas to B2 guns, it'll kill it dead. What I have in there right now, though, is more useful, which is the B2 thermal imploders. Now, other units will be anal about grenades. I don't give a shit. You want to use the A's, you want to use the B's. I don't care. The difference is the A's have more. They have more of like an explosive range, but they do. The B's have a smaller explosive range, but damage. So, whether you use B or A, it's up to you, really. And we have. I'm pretty sure we have Splendid Smoke on. So AI does react to smoke. If you're getting hammered hard, toss 2 or 3 of those down, and you'll have a puffy ball of protection. Happy assode out of wherever you are, or maybe to better. All right. On your right side, you have a helmet, your visor. If you want to take that off, if you're wondering what that shit is on the side of your head, it kind of looks like the visor from Public Commando. That's the clone trooper. I like that. You might not. So if you don't want that anymore, it bugs the shit out of you. Just rip that off. Talked a bit about the night vision. I put binoculars in there too, so if you get out of your inventory and press B, you'll. Bottom, you have your map, your GPS. Have either of you played Arma before, Rocker or Gavin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was in Milton Copa.
Yeah, so you understand all that. I don't even understand the radio system.
Yeah.
I need to get reminded of keys. It's been a long time since I used TF4.
Okay, so if I remember this correctly, SR is you would do Control P, and that'll bring up your radio, and then to talk on it. It's tab, ain't it, lads?
Yes.
No, it's whatever you use to talk.
Caps locks usually.
Caps lock is use radio. Control tab is control.
We don't really need to go to L or LR because that's mostly for squad leads and R. But you'll go over that if you do it. That's everything for your inventory.
I was whispering.
That's everything for your inventory. We're gonna do a little showcase here. If you may have looked around and seen, we have a number of friends here. I'm gonna show off what you'll be facing on the field, which wasn't done for me the first time. I actually had to encounter some of these motherfuckers myself. Follow me, lads.
Yeah, we've never faced Magna droids in the 327th, though, I think. But...
Yeah, I had to learn how.
Yeah, those are a surprise.
Why are these fucking things backwards, Gov?
They're rare.
I don't know. Right. These are B1s. B1s are your standard trooper or your battle droids that the CIS will pump out. So we have 3 types. We have the regular, which is all the way to the left here. That is the most common one you will see. Number one thing you'll be. And we have camo droids, which you'll find more in jungle or forest environments. And then we have the desert droids, which you'll mostly only see deserty environments or more mountainous environments. It's basically just a camouflage thing. The only real difference is how they look. They all are the same. They all have standard droid weaponry. Our lasers are blue, the enemies are red, so if you see red and ARCs aren't nearby, or the RCs aren't nearby, or any sort of special forces isn't nearby, Unless someone in radios popped on and said, hey, that's us, more often than not, you see red, shoot it dead. That's what I say. Now we're going to go over here to the more extreme variety.
Oh,
of
God
droids
bless
you'll
you.
see. I haven't, as Bolt mentioned, I actually haven't seen Magna Guards put into play. But the inducing asshole on the right there is a B2 super battle droid. You guys might actually see a couple times, because I know it's happened to me tons, when this motherfucker shows up, especially if he's close, you might see your squad panic and freak out. And it's because that bastard there on the right has three very annoying facets of himself. A, his armor. Now, we have these things for your DC. I didn't go over the weapons, I'm an idiot.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
So, we have these things in the DC-15As, long rifle you guys have, called, they're nicknamed hot shots, but they're high energy rounds. The difference between low energy, mid energy, and high energy is just their damage. Low energy magazines will have more low energy rounds, but they do the least amount of damage. Medium energy rounds will have a medium ammo capacity and will do an average amount of damage. I have you guys loaded up with a medium. High energy rounds, or hot shots, are what we load into DC. Take out B2 Magna Guards. You can kill a Magna Guard with mid, you can't kill, or at the very least, it's going to take you a while to kill a B2 without hot shots. For B2s, I kind of, again, if you want to load up your magazines, a high end, you can. But I have a class, or I have an MOS in the unit, a cert for called Disruptor, which it's been a fucking forever since I've seen a unit. If that Bolt wanted something. So Disruptor will one-shot or two-shot B2s. That's what that specific MOS is for. Nicknamed the B2 Killer.
And vehicles.
And vehicles, but that takes a while.
We've seen guys one-shot a Hyena bomber while it's in the air with the Disruptor, so...
I did that.
Crazy stuff. Hermit did it twice in one op, back to back.
Wasn't it Hermit?
Yep.
No, that wasn't a Disruptor Copa. You used the DC-50.
I thought he used the Disruptor, I don't know.
Oh,
I got the clip though, it was great.
Copa used the DC-15S to... One time when I was Zeusing, I saw Copa and like a few other guys were pinned behind a rock, and they were getting... Okay. I'll have to do a tiny lesson on the difference between fucking fire support and real life... not real life. Actual... droid pilots. So, when a Zeus calls down fire support, they're gonna have a temporary... droid starfire manifest into existence, bomb your happy ass, and then get the fuck out of there. What they had attacking them was an actual, like, live droid starfire just constantly harassing their position, which are way more annoying, and you normally need either cover or AT or a disruptor to take them out. What Copa did is he shot the pilot out, and it made the pilot eject out of the damn starfighter with a DC-50. It was pretty impressive, and that earned him Jag Eyes. Yeah, good boy, Copa. So we're gonna go over here to the type of droid. You're not gonna see that much. You may see
If you see this video later, Patches, you forgot to talk about the Magna Guard.
This is a droid commander. You see him on the field leading a squad, but more often than not, you're gonna see him AAT, which we'll get to that in a sec. This right here is the crew of your average AAT. Commander is the one yellow here. A commander droid is either going to be leading element, or he'll be in charge of a tank. The crew that operates the weaponry will be these red boys here. And the one piloting the thing, which you will also see in MTT, guys pilot the MTT, the AATs, with the blue boys here. Again, you're not going to see these guys a lot. You'll only see them when they pop out of their vehicles after their vehicles have been knocked out of commission. They don't insta-die when their vehicle explodes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but don't assume. As destroy an AAT, don't go running up to it saying, "Yay, Republic victory," because these guys will hop out and ruin your day fast.
Mm-hmm.
Behind you, we have the various Omni-droid commanders. That's what they're called. These are the generals of the... Their color distinction, I don't think really matters. It really just depends on what the Zeus brought down that day. Yeah, they're having fun being weird. So we've got red, black, green. Most of the time, I've seen these guys used for AT ops, which is talked about having the fucking ties. What your Zeus will say, your Zeus will be like, "Oh, capture the general," and then he'll plop one of these feisty bastards down. One time during a trial by fire when I was in the Slakks, I actually saw one of these things suicide itself. Like, instead of being captured by us, it fucking pulled out an A1, bounced it against the wall, and blew itself up. It was actually pretty cool. It was annoying, but it was cool. Yeah, these devilish little bastards will ruin your day. Don't underestimate them. That's it for the infantry.
They're not pro jihad.
Pro jihad. Oh, they're very pro jihad. They will blow you and everything around you up and take themselves with it. That is, they are big mean. Alright, so that's it for the infantry. Any questions before we go on to the next lot of bullshittery? Are we good? Alright, lads. Alright, so let's talk about the vehicles. You'll see. Didn't pop down any starfighters. You're not gonna have to. What the fuck happened?
Ah. I get a Zeus heal.
That was a stray from Copa, probably.
Did I hit somebody? Sorry.
Yeah, you did, Gavin.
Knocked down two of my cadets, you stink.
No, it's
Yeah.
an act.
Fuck my Zeus healing.
I would like to report Copa for TK.
Yeah, let's ban him. Actually, Pedo Battalion. I hate you.
The battalion.
Yeah.
Don't fucking take off with my tank. Okay, so what fucking... I think that's Gov. What
Yeah,
Gov
Gov
is
doesn't
driving
care.
off with, because is the AAT. The crew I just mentioned that they shot, which I wish they wouldn't have done, because make them over here.
And that's the Super AET, I think, right?
Oh, I don't think that's out.
It's light.
Gov, stop, dude. Just fucking get out of the tank. You're gonna hit shit. Gov, get out of the tank, or I'm gonna beat
He's
you
in a
away.
meeting. He's in a Rancor meeting.
Well, then why did he fucking hijack a tank?
I don't think he cares.
And what an asshole.
I'm not gonna
So
arrest him.
what? No, don't leave him alone. Just stop
Fuck
touching
you,
him.
Gov.
Guys, pay attention. Seriously, we're doing good here. So this is an AAT. This is the average droid tank. The crew that I mentioned.
The yellow ones.
I was just getting in the.
I can do it.
Or he's just doing that. I don't know why he's being fucking annoying right now. The AAT, this is the average tank you will see. That gun will fuck you up 6 ways from Sunday. So if you've ever encountered these without a disruptor on your team, ET, yeah, run like hell. Again, I don't think. Imminent if you drive it away, Gov, you fuck. Gov is the new agent plan for. Yeah, these things are kind of again, don't try to take them on unless you have a lad on standby if you don't have AT. Or
They
if you don't
will
have
try to
anything
run
that
you
can-
over.
Yeah, they will try to run you
Yeah.
over and they will try to target you. These things, commanders will see you before.
Yeah.
I see your voice,
like your red
Raven,
armor.
but I can't actually hear you, Patches.
Oh, don't go if, you know, you don't have AT. They're pains in the asses, and they will try to ram you, like Bolt said. Usually one person does carry AT. That's usually in a squad, but yeah, just make sure one guy's at least carrying AT, especially if you're attacking a city.
EOD will
I
be your
think
best
Patches
friend.
is trying to talk, but he doesn't realize.
Yeah, he's special. Usually you see these in city ops. I don't see many of these in outside of boys. I think you see more of those, that ones.
Yeah.
In outside of cities.
So let's talk about these homing droids.
Like something I play baseball with.
Yeah, pretty much. These little buggers here, if you're in a lat, they're going to spot you. So don't get too close to them. you're more likely, honestly, to get killed by one of those things than a Hellfire, it seems. At least for now, you know. And they have a laser, unlike with the AAT where they're gonna have the big cannon or the side lasers. This one just has one giant laser down here that it fires at you. It can't walk right now, but if you have a Zeus who's competent, he can get that working. I'll say that. So that's pretty much it for the homing droid here. I would say the dwarf droid over there we're going to talk about later is more deadlier than this thing. This thing's, it just looks intimidating, but that laser, unless you get a direct hit from it, you really don't have to worry about it too much. Now this thing right here, it can do some damage. As far as I know, I think it does lock on, which is worrisome. But other than that, you know, these little Hellfire droids here, they're really fast. I believe they'll outrace the AAT any day. And these are ones, if I had to go pick, definitely AAT would be your big boy you don't want to mess with, and then the Hellfire, and then the homing. But there are different variants of the AAT, by the way. Some of them have the guns on the side and some don't. Also, you can go on the side for them.
That was
What
bad.
was that?
That was Gov shooting.
Oh, fucking, of course.
I'm just on around.
Oh, okay. You shouldn't be shooting at all.
Alright, so
But,
let's,
you
you guys heard what I said, right?
Yeah.
You guys were really
Yeah.
silent, it was
That's
kind of
just
awkward.
smelly.
Yeah. Alright, so let's talk about these things over here.
Ooh.
Now, yeah, we got all of them. So, and there's going to be more to come, so that's the thing with Legion Studios and other mods making more stuff. These things right here are going to get expanded very quickly. So, first off, we got the Snippy. That's codename Snippy, what we call them. These are your little dwarf spider droids. They will hurt you. They will hurt you a lot. Usually, the Zeus will plant them on top of buildings where you can't just immediately get to them and throw them around. But these guys, they're the ones that, like I said, they're more deadlier than their big brother, you would say.
Okay, so I just disconnected for some reason out of T-FAR. I don't know what the fuck
You've
happened.
been disconnected
Yeah, I was
for
like
the
poking you.
longest of time.
I was telling them about our boy Snippy.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was trying to tell. Did you guys hear my spiel about the Hellfire?
No, I
You
told him
were,
all
like,
about those two.
like
So
2 minutes before
Yeah.
that.
I talked about the AAT for a bit.
yeah, and I
ATT.
told him about the.
Did you hear about the spider droid?
I told him about the homing and the Hellfire, and then we were on Snippy. So
But I don't know if you guys heard me, but guys, turn around for a second. Look at the legs of the spider droid. Okay, so the two front legs. I mentioned if you saw me. Annoyance. Okay, the two front legs. That's its arc. If you can get to the side of it or the back of it, it's not going to hit you. Or what I said about the Hellfire droid, it's got 40 rockets or so and a front cannon that will fuck you up. The summarization of all three ground vehicles is don't screw with them. Make sure you can get AT, pilot, or whoever on it immediately. The longer those things stick around, the more they'll zero in on you, and if they zero in on you, they're going to insta-kill. Alright, you can tell them about Snippy.
oh, you're pretty much knocked out for the most part. Like I said, you can see his big little nose here. That's where he's going to be hitting you from. He does have a pretty good armor base to him. I would say usually you're more likely to get roughed up by Snippy than the Droidica when it comes to armor, because he can take a pounding where these things... I was testing these things out last night also. Most Zeuses will not use them with their shields, but you can actually activate their shields. So for instance, if Patches was to go in and actually play as the Droideca, as I call him, he can actually scroll wheel, and then their shield will pop up, and he has...
You want me
Yeah.
full of that?
Yeah, I mean, he has no ammo, right? So as long as you control him, he shouldn't go back and fire.
He's empty, so he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Just stand over here, just.
Right, guys, get away from the Droidica.
I'm gonna
I
stand
don't know if
over
the shield's gonna...
Yeah, the shield should be good, but it might clip into you, so... Typically, it'll be like with your
think I have to use a live one, and that's fucking dangerous. To plop a live one.
I have an idea. Why don't you make us all like civilians or whatever, and then
That's a good idea, actually.
plop them down. So. But
I
yeah,
wanna
we
fight
have
one.
we have the black variant, which is like the assassin one. I've actually never seen this green one ever used, so I don't know if that's a 501st
Well, we
thing
saw
or
it on
what.
Fallujah Bowl.
Did we?
When we did that Fallujah op.
There's a Geonosian one here also, and then there's just the standard regular. I'm gonna hurt you pretty badly. These guys don't roll their turrets. You can get them to move, wink wink, but they look a little dumb compared to, like, with the homing droid over there. That thing can move and it'll look somewhat decent, but because these guys are meant to roll or walk, they kind of move a lot faster if you were to use the workarounds.
I like this
Can all
one.
of you stop like fuddling around so I can change sides to fucking.
You can change all blue for to civilians. There's a thing
Giving me
for
that
it.
option. Though.
You have Achilles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just click
Okay,
on one
now
of
we're
us.
good. All right, all of us are blue for.
Yeah.
Down a droideca, as Bolt likes to put it.
Droideca. I don't know who ever called it that, but I just called it that after, so.
Deca.
Droideca.
He's sniping Deca.
I'm gonna use this.
And for anybody who's been keeping up on Legion Studios, for those droids over there, there's going to be a commando droid added very soon. His chest illuminates, has emissions for a red laser, so you can see him at night, and then he'll have glowing white eyes.
I saw that.
So they're they're going to rough you up. I'm just going to say that. Now, something really cool that not many people know is that they're going to be shielded also, or majority of them will be. So if you look right behind also, Droideca, yeah, there'll be a shieldy boy. Because that's one thing, is the Op 4 are very, offensive, and that'll be the first defensive thing. Like you see the Droideca, he's actually defensive with his shield on, but no one notices too much. Now, I'm actually going to go and destroy his shield real quick, so give me a second to stand Yeah, those things, they take a beating. That was 100 rounds on my West side.
I'm hit.
So,
Ricochet.
yeah, you gotta watch out for bullet ricochets on these shields. So,
No, you don't.
You do.
Man, I did it. Fuck
Did-
you.
did you defuse it?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it just went on. Because they act like the,
Nice. He doesn't need it.
Patches will talk about this later, but for like the
You can
little
suck yourself
bubble
up when you're
shields,
going.
they act the same way. They just go away after a while. It's got a lot of ammo on that thing. So.
I'm walking with a limp now.
Hey, who needs Zeus heal?
I will pack you.
Doing it.
You got it?
He was a mega cripple. Patches, you should
Almost,
shoot me
almost,
with the
almost.
droid to go to see how powerful it is.
Bolt.
Patches, the droids actually have 2 more vehicles with the 501st mod also. They have a transportation vehicle, and then they have a, an offensive vehicle. You want to show them that?
Seeing.
Here, make me a courier or whatever. We're all civilians, right? Because they spawn
Are you talking about the
automatically.
Naminex Starfighter or whatever?
No, they're no, not those. I'm talking about like ground vehicles for CIS forces.
The Zeus. Is it under?
It's under CIS 501st R&D, I think.
Oh no, it's Curator on.
Oh, yeah. Just go all the way down to Zeus and then add make Zeus or add to Zeus, and it'll make you a
Added
curator
to
until you die. So.
Did add to Zeus on you.
No, that you added me as like an item. You need to like promote to Zeus, and it'll make me like a curator. So.
Yeah, it's promote to Zeus. That's the command.
I'm getting that in.
It should be all the way in the bottom on Zeus.
Remote control.
Are you really not signed into MCC?
Would I be? I just use the.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, I made myself.
I use the
MCC,
hashtag login thing.
Yeah, hey, Gov actually isn't, what's it called? Where is he at?
Gov is a stinky.
Do you not actually have Achilles on this?
Oh, we did. I don't know. Here, make Gov civilian before I accidentally kill him. So I'll try to put down the units before that. But... Oh yeah, he fucking ran over there.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
I see. You're using the auxiliary assets or whatever, right? You're not using the R&D.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah, I thought you were using the R&D because they have 2 more vehicles for CIS, and then they have 1 more for Republic.
Probably hook that up sometime.
I mean, it works on my server. I don't know if it'll work on yours. That's a quick thing.
Oh, you know what I didn't show them? That's super fucking important. Where a rocker and Gavin's still over here.
Yeah.
Have you showed them?
Oh god, Ed. Science has
Ah.
gone.
All right.
Science has gone wrong.
So meet the MTT.
Exploded.
If you want to put it back
over
down.
here.
Yeah. So meet the MTT. This guy holds 30 droids on the back of him. He has 2 guns in the front, which will mess you up. I will say that multiple times. The number 1 way to blow this thing up, besides just C-charging it to death, just put an EMP mine on it, and then, get ready because the crew's gonna hop out. But, yeah, these things are fun. Now, Patches doesn't have the ACE interactions enhanced on there, but if he did, you could actually hop in there. It has a finicky spot to actually, load in, so that's why.
No, you can still do that. You have to do it at the front.
Yeah, like I said, it's weird. I don't know why it's not in the back to actually hop in his crew, but...
Yeah, it's at the front. You have to, stand directly.
Yeah, but it holds 30 of them. That's what it says. But there's a modification where one of them holds 10 to, prevent server lag or something.
It is on the top of it.
He's about that.
Probably, yeah. You got the Flyboys for him also, for Hyena bombers,
Yeah,
the
I'm about to do
Tri-Fighters we call it.
Show them one more thing that's a
Yeah,
favorite vehicle, Volt.
I feel like no one ever sends anything but Vulture and Hyena bombers. They always send just those 2, never
Fighter's kind of fucking broken.
Tri-Fighters or the Nemini or whatever it's called.
So, guys, on me, please. Alright, this is the... Oh, that is full of people, no?
Oh, man, that was...
And this is the ITT. Material, but we're just...
Yeah, it's the bread box. Yeah.
Red box is what we call it.
So there's been 2 swap updates. Still no transportation for Republic, which everyone plays as, but we've been using this for the last ever for transportation.
There are 4 variations. You have regular, cannon,
flamethrower. Yeah.
And then artillery. No one, barely anybody uses the artillery because
Artillery's garbage and Starsim, sadly.
yeah, only the AI knows how to use it. So if you've ever fought a rebel using the rocket one, it's a...
Flamethrowers will mess your day up. Usually the AI is stupid, so they'll actually end up destroying themselves when they use the flamethrower, but laser it isn't too bad. And then of course,
the laser is accurate. It's bleed defendable, but you might.
if you have a
There's
good
Grizzly.
Zeus, you can also jerry rig some blaster e-webs on top. That was fun.
I was gonna show him the saber tanks, but no one ever fucking uses them.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, the droid starfighter.
Hi, Grizzly.
Start with the ultra droid. This is the one that everybody and their mom.
Yeah, they came to fight. So
Hyena bomber. These are the two most common.
Yeah, shut that one out of the air.
oh, he's coming back down. He's coming back down. He left.
Going on an adventure. Oh, he's gonna shoot fucking Grizzly.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. Yeah, Tsuka. No.
Look
Why? You don't have the smelly boy mod on. I mean, did you not put on or am I just blind and you didn't put on Weapons of the Republic?
Oh, we have weapons.
So the Republic
I have
is on.
Weapons of
You
the
just
Republic.
Yeah, it's on.
I'm just blind. Okay.
It's-
No, because all of my kits are dependent on it, and I guess I just didn't load it. But that's fine.
So these are the hyena bomber, and the big one is the hyena bomber. The vulture droid, both of these will harass you on the ground, but the fucking hyena bomber, as it is a bomber, actually has bombs.
Yeah.
We'll touch you inappropriately and spread butt cheeks.
Now here are the two you might not see as often because one's broken and the other one. This is the tri-fighter. This is a lat killer. This is specifically for anti-air. It's broken as shit and will fucking end any pilot's day.
Good luck trying to fly it. You'll end up getting motion sickness because it flings you around like the Arc.
please.
Or not the
Arc.
Arc, the other one.
Droid fucking air
Can I try it?
ever.
Useless.
And I'm not sure why. I think it's just ass to fly. Do not get in that is. I will
Just don't touch.
And then aside from those two, you have literally Satan, which is the droid transport, and you have a gunner variant of that, but no one really uses that.
Bane of anybody's existence.
Like, it does mess you up, but no one really uses it. Now, this right here, if you hop in it, if you guys want to hop in the back, you guys kind of look like you're cramped together, like the droids, fun fact. And it holds a good bit of droids, as you can see, so...
How does one get in?
Exactly. Yeah, you have to like get finicky and scroll wheel somewhere. But you'll see where people are like bunched up, like the droids. So
It does
Looks
not
painful.
look comfortable. I found it.
yeah.
My arms are through my knees.
It works for the droids.
My knees are through
Yeah.
my chest.
But yeah, it holds a lot of droids, and they'll, it does its job. They'll drop them off, and yeah, pain in the butt.
Who's behind me?
Me.
So slow.
Don't know who
Pick
me
up.
is.
Tico, Tico, Tyke, whatever you want to call me.
Okay.
It is boy.
Tico, I got a
Now
question
let's
for
move-
you.
Now let's
Yes.
move back to Republic.
Oh, by the way,
Come
you guys will never ever see this unless you're in like
God.
some
What's that?
like really odd scenario. This is a hover droid.
I showed them that earlier.
It's
Called it
rarely
a space
It's
dildo.
it's the CIS dildo.
one in 1,000 ops you'll see it. So
It's fucking
Raccoon.
worthless. That's why no one
yeah.
uses it.
Well, none of the
Raccoons
hover
spawned
droids
in
really
it.
work either. So
Yeah, that's why they never use it. Why is there a backpack on the ground?
it turns into a backpack.
He spawned it
Fix
in
it.
for me during the
What the heck? It just
But put on
I know,
the
I
back-
picked it up. Okay, I'm gonna die.
Oh god damn it, Copa. This is why we don't touch things.
did
Patches,
he crash.
patches. I'm a
Copa
you weren't
crashed.
wearing my armor, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm wearing
sorry.
your armor. so it's
Oh
fine.
no, I'm
I like your
wearing
purple
this.
armor.
No, I'm wearing this because I had to
Yeah.
show I was.
Couple crashed.
Grizzly just looks like a homosexual ray of sunshine.
When did you get back, Pero?
What?
When did you get back?
Like 2 seconds ago.
Oh, okay.
Children, be quiet. This is Grizzly. Go.
Don't know me, I'm the head dev of Plastic Armory. Oh god.
Oh!
uh,
That's just no.
Alright, everybody.
Back
everybody clench their butt cheeks and pray this doesn't crash the server.
I'm praying, but yeah, no, I'm the head dev for Plastic Armory.
And it didn't crash the server!
Hey!
Yay!
So,
Alright, lads.
For any of you who don't know, I will be making your armors if you're new, if you're a cadet, or if anybody who doesn't. I made copas over there. If you can hear the and patches, and you can hear the glee in Copa's voice every time he talks about it. But no, I'm always here. I also made Gel's base trooper armor. Hope you like it. I hope you know, patches. This update coming out to either today or tomorrow. Is going to have the Uwu armor.
I was just telling them about that. It was telling Roger and Gavin how lucky they are. They don't have to wear that.
Yeah, you both are very lucky. You're very lucky that you don't have to wear the Uwu and Owu cadet armor that I created. Yet,
Alright.
Honestly.
Right, lads. So in front of ye, I don't know where Bolt went.
Yo.
He's behind you. He's touching your butt
So
cheeks.
in front of you is the ARC 170. This is the standard Republic Starfighter. It's a light starfighter. It's what most units don't use it or don't get a chance. So if you get in that, you will die. Why I don't like Gov.
It's a server killer. So.
Him away from that, please.
I'll do it.
Where the fuck did Grizzly go?
Can I kill him?
He's over there talking with Tyke the Dyke.
He won't. He's a pussy.
Grizzly just took his pants off.
Get
I
off.
think they're getting intimate.
Oh.
Oh, that's TK, man. You're getting banned.
Patches. I think he. Oh, he's still
You
alive.
did that on purpose.
Oh, he's dead.
Get away from the body. Someone body bag it now.
You remember in 327th when we used to carry body bags for the medics? Good times. No one respects the dead anymore.
You fucking, like, get out of the way so I can put the ARC 170 back and continue. They're getting aggravating at this.
I just realized how big that ARC 170 is. Like, dang.
Hello.
Nice. This is not hard.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, my leg.
I survived!
I cushioned you.
I'll give you a Zeus heal 1 second.
So fuck
Everyone
you.
stand still. Stand still if you need a Zeus heal, because I'm healing y'all.
She's dead.
Alright, there's that one. There's that
Fuck you,
one.
Gov.
Seriously.
There's
I
that
saw
one.
the light.
There's that
Okay,
one.
so-
Everyone good?
As I was trying to
Isn't
say
he
before
Zeus?
Gov was the stinky, this is the ARC 170. It's the starfighter for the Republic. Most units don't use it or don't get a chance to use it because generally a skilled lat pilot can take on anything needed, and most of the time the op takes place on. These things are really shit for cast. There are very, very, very few people that can do cast with these. There is an elite few of people in Starsim that can fly every vehicle perfectly fine. Oh, he claims he can, but he can do all of them but the Delta. No one can do the guy. One or two
What's the
people in
Delta?
existence that can fly the Delta. I'm about to go over what the Delta. You might not see these much, but we may use them once or twice for air cover. For the longest time, as Bolt kind of mentioned, there was their killers just recently. I'm talking very recently.
Yeah.
501st introduced a patch to where the X-Wings, Arc 170s, fucking crash servers. Behind them are the Jedi Interceptors. These are the generic ones. There are ones from the show.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Fuck you!
I was in the middle of explaining to them the fucking Star
Sorry about that one. I was trying to move them closer and then move this one to the back. There you go.
Okay, so these are the
There you go, nicely
starfighters.
done.
Most Jedi generals and units buy them just for me. Generally, most anti-aircraft vehicles aren't deployed, so you guys might not see
There
this
we go.
thing. I'm just showing you.
These fly like
They-
dog shit.
Yeah, they kind of do. You gotta
There you
like.
go.
I was about to spawn those too. Okay,
Oh.
so behind those are the V-wing and Y-wing. These are 2
Mhm.
Republic bombers. You might see the Y-wing a lot more if we get more pilots, because Y-wing and the A-wing, or the Y-wing and the V-wing. Why that's called the V-wing? I thought that was called the A-wing.
The Y wing's the bomber. The V wing is technically a starfighter. So
Whatever. I know
It's
there's
like
an
the
A-wing
interceptor.
variant. I know the A-wing's a bomber, but anyways, these mostly are used for bombing runs. You'll see the Y-wing a lot more. Most aircraft you'll probably see is either the Y-wing or the over there. The LAT is probably the number one vehicle using time. It's the LAT or the red box. That's the number one. Those are the number 2 used vehicles in Star. Oh, what else we got? We can show off the LATs, and if there's anything else, anything cover, we can. These guys in the battle.
Turrets.
What's a Delta?
Yeah, turrets.
Oh yeah, the Delta. Give me one second.
So this is a drop turret. Very rarely will you ever see a heavy gunner carry one of these things around. They do work, contrary to most people's belief.
How do they work?
They've helped us out a couple times.
Off is how they work, Pharaoh.
They basically shoot the opposing side of the person that put them down. Let's see. You have the E-Web, which these things are family killers, as I call them. Like,
oh yeah, because of fucking AJ.
Yeah, AJ killed my entire family one time with it.
Shoot it.
Anyway,
You have, let me see how big this thing
all
is.
of the Delta is for the person who is.
There's a secondary modification of it.
It's just like a more
It's a
advanced.
heavy. So you have this thing right here, which hopefully you didn't slow anything down, Patches. This thing's actually pretty useful, the field gun. It's more of like for base defenses. And please don't shoot it. Oh my gosh, please don't shoot it. And yeah.
Up is really getting on my nerves, Grizzly.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. So like all these like turrets that I'm placing down, like the field gun stuff like that. If you stand behind them, you're probably gonna get blown up. You're probably gonna die because there is back blast.
Is a thing. The back blast is a thing you.
Now I'm gonna put this over to the left of us, and you're gonna see it. It's really big. Actually, it's not that big. I just put it right there. These are the AV7s from the show, I think. I don't know. They're really useless.
And they wiggle about with crystals, so they don't fire.
They're just for looks. They do fire. They're just useless.
Doesn't work.
They are garbage. And then finally,
don't fire accurately.
finally, if I can get a good place to put it down, your baby, the AT-TEs. Yes, you can get these to move. Their legs don't work, but there's a workaround.
Called fucking KP and a hot glue gun.
Yeah, basically you put the ITT underneath of it and you drive it around like that.
Or you be fucking crazy ass KP and
and you put a crew on it.
No, you remember Bolt on Lib when he attached one to a goddamn
cargo container?
Yeah, or a cargo thing, or when he did
pteropod.
When he attached it to the drone and flew it upside down.
Yeah. Can you attach one to a lat?
Yes, you can.
Attach them down.
Yeah, they
that's
the lat C's or whatever I think they're called.
Yeah, the
they
lat C's can pick them up.
Yeah.
They're actually both with the 501st mod, they're actually drivable without doing any fancy workarounds. But in the 501st mod actually is actually they found a workaround. They found a workaround for the issue for the malware.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Jay about like 2 hours ago about the legs for him, and he said that it's gonna take a lot of work to get the legs to look nice. Like you can get them to work, but if you want them to look nice,
tons of fucking animation.
So
Bolt Callow found out how to fix the issue with the malware that gets added onto a server when you add the 501st mods.
Yeah, I did too.
Malware. It's the fact that you don't have.
It's the infinite doggies. By the way, here's the recon droids.
The infinite dogs that crash a server, yes, but
it's not malware. That's the fact that
that's a malwoof.
It's not a malware or any sort of virus. It's the fact that so when you load I
know what it is. I made a joke, Patches. Shush.
The fucking key, damn parts of the mod, so it can't load those parts of the mod away, and it.
You okay there, Patches?
Yeah, I thought we skipped.
See some people's armors now.
Here's some speeder bikes. You'll see the one closest to us is actually for the Republic. As you see, it just swivels around, so
Wobble bobble.
It's not the greatest. I think that one's only for one person, where the other ones can hold 2 people, I believe. So.
It looks ripped.
Most people, so there are actually bark troopers in. people don't use them. They don't do mechanized infantry because lats are way faster, and these speeders.
Yeah.
Fucking love the speeders though.
These
I'm a
things,
bird
also
person.
not that. Not that. I'm trying to find my actual medical droids. Where they at?
Copa!
What? I
Kobo
was
was
picking
just
up my
picking up his.
backpack.
Yeah, he's picking
Oh.
up his backpack.
Bad Copa, not on the carpet. Clean that.
Why am I walking backwards infinitely?
This is what happens when you touch cursed items.
My backpack is a cursed item, noted.
Yeah, because you
We start
fucking
to
committed. You
Hey,
Think
Koopa.
things you were-
Koopa Boopa.
Not that
not my name.
one.
Kopa Bopa Bopa Lopa.
That's better.
Not that one.
Koopa Loopa Lopata.
I'll take that too.
Do you want? Do you want? Since you're a lieutenant now, do you want
What?
dispatches?
Oh, Lance Corporal.
Oh, he's a Lance Corporal. Never mind. I see CLC and I sometimes think Lieutenant Clone. Read. This is why people need to have a generalized ranking structure. Read.
Hey, I'm using the generalized ranking structure.
So used to being around other Starsim
So
patches.
what were you gonna offer me?
I was gonna see if Fetches was gonna allow you to have a pauldron or a comma, just so you
He
don't
doesn't
guys...
want one
I'll
because
take
he's
a
a big
comma, but I don't
bitch.
like pauldrons.
Okay, I mean,
Oh, he's art qualified. He could be art like Ghetto, but he's a big bitch.
so Patches, is it fine if we
Just
put a
like
Doesn't
comma
have
on
to be
his
art
armor?
qualified.
That's fine.
Okay.
On his ass.
Comma. We'll put a comma on your armor. Not this
Hey.
update, but next update.
Hey, why
I also
R2D2?
have- Can I? There's. I'll PM you my two. little
Edge,
gripes,
yeah,
actually.
guys, put him on his fucking helmet.
No, that's not it. I was gonna PM him something else.
No,
Anyways.
like I'm perfectly fine with you guys personally PMing me about armors and stuff.
Yeah, I
but
don't.
as
I
long
don't
as
do it right now because I don't want to clog up
Remember
PCT.
Grizzly though to put yeah guys on there because he hasn't got those yet.
Oh, it's not about the Jag guys that I'm freaking
I
out about.
know,
Calm
but they're
down.
not on there. Look at your fucking helmet, idiot.
Free.
I'd have to move. I'll have to move his helmet around a bit, and I'll probably have to remake it. But other than that, I can do it. But I will say this: I don't mind you guys personally PMing me about armors, just as long as you put them in your request channel afterwards.
So if you look in the air right above us, you'll see some static ships you might come across. If you see this, that means, hey, a boatload of droids are about to come. These are
Oh,
the
that's fucking
transport ones, the landing craft. Everything you see that I'm about to put down are static. You can get them to work. I will
If you
say that.
attach them to a vehicle.
They are very wonky. I will say that. But, you know, there's workarounds for everything. If,
This thing
you
takes
know.
up my entire 3 screens.
But, yeah.
Off,
Looks like a
Copa.
shoe.
You see that, dude? Usually means droids
why
are
are you putting
landing.
armor on 3 screens?
Yeah.
Pretentious
Don't
thing.
know.
Bopa, you need to have one monitor with one thing, one monitor with another thing, and then Arma just on the one monitor. You big re.
I don't hear him. Like, I barely hear him.
What
You
the
big
heck?
re.
It's better.
I will
I like it.
all over your armor, Copa.
I just have a problem.
Oh, please do.
Grizzly, can I have a helmet like Gov's?
What to do?
The 1.5.
Not that one.
I
Where's
mean,
Gov's
we have
fucking
to
armor?
we have to get the class inheritance from SWLS, but yeah, we'll do it.
Not
Meant that
one
as a
either.
joke, but okay.
What does the fox say? Stop that.
I swear to God.
Patches, do you know what the
Stop
Or
that.
does the
do you know what the
Copa-
other
Don't know what the
droid one
vendor
is
is.
called for static
Fuck you,
ship?
Gov.
I know, like the vendor and all that, but they're
How you doing, Gov?
the other one they have.
What does the fox say?
Noted.
Meow.
What was that, Bolt?
There's one
Yeah, but-
more like droid ship that
Barely would.
actually
Look very
Fuck,
Let's
menacing.
go.
they have.
It's the Munificent.
Love keeps
Is the
disappearing and it makes
Munificent?
me
You're
super.
right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It
Uh,
was
It's
next
right
to
there.
me.
and then finally we have
I'm very
Munificent.
sorry.
If you see
No,
this
stop
big
moving.
boy,
Oh, it doesn't work.
Fuck you, Tyke.
if you see the Munificent coming near you,
He's the
that
good boy. Leave him alone.
Wait, everybody look up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
No.
Both.
if you see that thing,
God.
that
No.
usually
It's the
means an invasion's happening. So you know. There's also a whatever the circle thing is called.
Stop
With a
shooting me.
little ball in the middle. I forget.
Oh, Gov, your fucking shots are going through it. Stop trying to be a show off.
By the way, all these ones I did put down, you can go inside and like fight inside of them, but usually the Zeus has to be smart and put down stuff, or else you're gonna fall right through the floor.
Alright, because
So-
these don't have collision mesh.
Some do, some don't. I think the like acclimator
I'm
does.
flying through it right now in Zeus. It does.
Yeah, that one does not. Now, sometimes you won't be fighting droids, which, you know, I'm just gonna be honest with you.
We will fight rebel scum.
No, I was gonna say you're gonna fight Mandalorian scum like House Run or
Run.
damn regulators or whatever, but or Death Watch or
Or when
whatever
we
you guys call
deployed
it.
at Tatooine, Stan.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you'll also fight like bandits. So you'll fight
Fuck is that?
This is where I come into play. You'll fight guys like this right here. These are like bandits. Sometimes they'll be on your side. Sometimes they won't be. So there's
Actually,
Trandoshans.
Before
They're
we continue,
mercenaries,
Bolt,
right?
let me tell
Yeah.
them the story about how fucking Elf almost.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't remember who was using. I think it was Frank. There was a 327 op where we were getting fucking hammered. Like we were stuck in a tree line behind trenches. Someone else got shot, and I was a medic. The Elf was a medic too. We were running out of shit.
Hello?
And so we were asking for a supply drop. Instead of giving us a supply drop, the Zeus sent in reinforcements, and Elf somehow, not watching his fire, killed 2 of them. If you kill enough of the independent, regardless of whether or not they're set on your side, they will fucking turn on you. They will. He almost got our entire squad wiped because his dumbass shot 2 of them, and they turned on us. So from our back flank, we had Trandoshans gunning us down. From our front flank, we had battle droids, and it was a really fucking bad day.
Yeah.
It sounds like a fun time.
It sounds like the 327th in a nutshell.
It sounds like a good spit roasting.
Brian, 327th for you. Oops, I killed 2 Trandoshans. Now they want to rape me.
It sounds like 327th. Sounds like your
So-
liberation server. It sounds like the Hearts of Mine server.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, man.
My
God,
God.
yeah.
Sometimes it just be
He
like
is on a
that.
civilian shoe. It's now World War VII.
So you have the Merc guys. This
Don't
vehicle right in
understand.
front of us. This is usually civilian transportation. It's nothing
And the
special.
Big
Shocknack, the
room.
shitface.
This one right
And
here.
then there's that
That's
one.
where the baddies are usually going to come in at. If
Well, the one that
sandcrawlers
doesn't
and I
Big
remember when
pirate.
we
rarely,
used to hijack the one of the
yeah,
operation?
rarely will you ever see a barge because they're kind of inefficient. Also, they do hold a lot of people, and you can
a
show.
lot of people. They're
so.
just slow as
There's
balls.
some
Yeah.
big pirates on it.
Arg.
But that's really going to be it for those. I mean, you'll also see Tuscans, but rarely.
On our campaign, when we do the Tatooine stand.
Stop
Yeah.
capping them.
Did you just handcuff one of them, Is?
Kinky.
Yes, he did.
Getting that cable tie back.
Yeah. Now, what they won't tell you
Hey,
about
Jango Fett.
these Mandalorians and these
Jango Fett? That's Boba Fett.
these
No,
Tuscans,
that was a joke.
these guys, they might insta kill you because these rifles that they're carrying, I think there's
Stars.
the 850s and the West Stars. Some of them carry
guy.
850s or whatever.
Sure.
And then the Tuscan rifles, they do a lot of damage to you. They can usually take you out of the fight really fast with one hit. So that's something to worry about. Here's Death Watch also.
This has just turned into a swap mod showcase.
Well, no, because you
Rip
gotta.
operation.
If randomly all of a sudden you're
You
seeing
guys will
Tuscan, you're
eventually
like,
fight all of these. Don't
Yeah.
you fucking worry. You're gonna want to be. Don't run off. No.
No
um,
Put it
raping
back.
It's not a
Tusken
toy.
Raiders.
Put it back.
He is a toy.
I think that pretty much does it for like
You're a
enemies
toy.
and civilians
Of
and
course
all
you
that.
Oh, hey,
Aw,
Hopper's
bonk.
coming here. Cool.
Gonk bonk.
Yeah.
Why did you just have a mini orgasm over gun?
Yeah, he
It
was
was
the
a gonk
Oreo-gasm.
Gonk, gonk, gonk,
Jesus.
bonk, bonk.
Like
What's a
bonk.
gok
Okay.
He's a droid.
So right above us is the acclimator.
It's not above us, but yeah, we can.
Field.
It's over
Both
there.
parts of
It's in the field.
again.
It's in the field. Crashed.
I want to go in.
It's okay.
You can't stand in it. Hey, Bolt.
Yeah. Now, if they put down one of these, I put it also right next to it. That's what the hangar looks like.
We got a
And
composition
you
work.
have to have the preset. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, Bolt has the comp for it.
I have
Hey,
tons of comps, even like for random like gravestone frigates and yeah. We had a thing
Bolt
called
has
the
been
Gravedigger.
swapping forever.
Big gravestone.
Plastic Armory is just putting out some. We have a guy who just has been working on compositions recently, so we're gonna release those out here soon, just so everybody can have them.
Large.
And then aside from the acclimator, which is the big one, you'll also see the Venator here somewhere. if I
Which
can
is the
find it.
big boy one.
Give me 1 second, change my sound pack.
That's our warship.
That's where I live. I live on the Venator.
We have our own fleet.
Is that what Venator called?
We
That's
had,
the Venator's the big one.
oh, what the fuck,
Yeah,
they
what's that one
Rancor
called?
named theirs, but R2 are king.
Yeah.
I forgot what
name
we
it
named
Is His
ours
Home?
anyways, but it's
Yeah,
whatever.
that was Warlock, but ours was named Warlock when we were in.
Let's name it Is His Home.
No.
Does fucking
Hey, look!
Gov want the Warlock back?
It's Gonk
It's a
Gonk on
Hi,
Monk
Gonk.
Bonk.
It's Mr. I'm a defector to the rebellion because I suck dick.
C3PO. That's funny.
Patches.
Not on
funny.
fucking TS.
Oh,
He's not even in TS.
here's another
yeah,
fun
the
one,
fuck
by
are
the
you
way.
doing?
So,
Suka
Gonk, your
Bliet.
helmet looks
Look
like
at
a
me
vagina.
and my fancy.
if you ever
104th
see one of
Airborne armor.
those,
The
that
rebellion
means
is...
Sith Boy showed up. So,
I think
Are
we
you
can all
what?
agree with that.
if you see one of these Sith Boys showed up,
You're all civilians and you're running around like I
Yeah.
fucking change you.
Gonk, join our squad.
why is there no Venator? Why
Yeah, that's
is
what I need to
Venator
do.
at?
Because he's not a
Rocket
Sith. Give
monster.
me a fucking second. You goddamn gong.
Sorry.
I've already swapped
There
over.
we
I'm
go. I
looking
got you,
for-
Civ.
I don't see the patch map. Where's the patch map? There
Right
it is.
here.
It's
There's on the
ground.
ground in front of us.
Who the fuck is running away? Stop that.
It's Pero.
Okay, so they Iz and Para have been doing shit that they'll do something really good, and it makes me want to like immediately give them back their shit, and then they do something fucking stupid that immediately retracts that decision. Doing that all day.
I is.
Oh, here's another fun one. I don't know if anyone's ever showed you this one actually, Patches, but if you guys ever do a Tusken up and you see a Sarlacc pit, if I can find
Oh
one to
yeah,
put
I
down,
wanted to do that with you, but I was working.
they actually spit acid and gas at you, so
Oh, I was jealous.
Bullshit.
The
Spawn
race.
right now.
Piece of shit
Where
did a
is it
Sarlacc
at?
off without me.
yeah, we actually did like what was it?
I was at work at Walmart.
What's that thing that they added in the Battlefront 2 game that people were like they liked?
Rancor.
Which one?
The Battlefront 2 game, the new one that came out
Loot
for
boxes.
the campaign. No,
I didn't, yeah,
the one where the girl, she's a part of like the elite group of them or whatever.
I didn't verse you.
Inferno?
Yeah, the Inferno squad inside of a Sarlacc pit. We do one of those things.
Gonk, don't assassinate Patches, please.
I bet Iden Versio's
Yeah,
Snarlack
assassinate
bit
my
is
assassinate
gross.
I know
What?
Para will do it, and then he'll get banned for it. It'll
Wait,
be
what?
funny.
Maybe
I
it's
don't-
only
I
an
don't
Eden
blue on
editor,
blue.
so.
Oh, I'm
I
saying
haven't
Para
blued on
will
blue
use
in
it.
a while.
Here's blue on blue.
Yeah, last time I blue on blued was Ghetto on lib.
Pink on pink.
I shot him with a rocket.
If they
Anyways,
blue on blue, they mean 4 and up.
Let's see.
I go.
And we haven't even touched the lats yet, Bulls.
Yeah, here's
I just want to do an op.
We
Want to shoot something?
This is bull.
here's some like weapon boxes you'll see.
Dragging us out.
Well, I'm saying
my
like you
friend
know.
Florence and the city of Rome.
Yeah.
Here's
Here's
a-
a loot box.
Here is a
Yeah.
speck of dust.
If you paid
Here's my
$9.99.
here's my fucking pizza tray where it's
You're
all
my
my pizza.
garage.
Yeah. Okay. This is a Republic Health
Spawn
Droid.
new
They actually work, by the way. Not that one
Do,
because that's
though.
swap, but ours do for Legion Studios. So
Ours.
yeah.
Ours.
Ours.
Not for nothing, Patches, but when are we gonna do the actual
Yeah.
live? Oops.
That's what I'm waiting on Grandma Bolt to go show you the lats. The final thing was supposed
Okay,
to be
okay.
here are the lats.
So let's go
Please,
visit the
throw the
lats.
lats.
These are where you're gonna spend 90% of your time moving. I'm very slow, so just don't worry, guys. I'm very slow. Yeah. You just don't make fun of my run, okay? I'm carrying explosives. Yeah. You're gonna need to know this one day.
5-10 minute break after we wrap this up, and then we'll get.
Patches doesn't trust
Yeah.
me with explosives.
Okay, so
No one
there's a
does.
couple different lats. This is for me boys and like no
For
arcs.
me.
So these are the really
It's for
cool
me.
ones.
Touch it.
Those lat
It's the
for his
spicy
squad.
one.
Touchy touch.
Now,
Touchy touch.
in terms of lats, there's the let me
Whoops.
pop them out real quick. So we have the lat 1, the lat Mark 2, the lat cargo, which is not here, Patches,
Touchy touch.
but
I feel like I'm in a zoo.
that's the lat
These aren't
C.
This is our literal airfield. These are the
Yeah.
3 lats we have at our
Okay,
disposal.
well, what if you need to go pick up like an AET that's been downed, you know? or ATT or something. Yeah.
And he's
So
gonna fucking spawn it with his god powers.
that's the lat seat. It can pick stuff up. It's really useful. I cannot tell you the amount of times that we've had to sling load stuff from Liberation using that thing.
Which is a big pain in the ass.
Now, I gotta remember which one's lat 1 versus lat 2. Lat 1, okay, so the one I just put over here to our right, these are, don't use these. Don't use these.
Those are lat ones. Okay, so
Use them.
you'll learn this if you ever become a pilot more in depth, but basically slowing these things down is hell in a handbasket, and most units exclusively use Mark IIs because they have this neat little fucking life-saving tool called a full stop. Full stops will stop you on not on a dime, but basically on a quarter. They'll slow your happy ass down. Lat 1s don't have that, so you would either A, crash, or B, have to circle yourself around and slow yourself down the manual.
Hey, Patches, can I say something on that real quick? Lat 1s also have a lot of units have been using them recently with a script that makes them the big A-10s in the sky, and so you can use them, and they're good for cast runs. They're not good for transport though.
Do you guys use these Patches?
They hold just as much, if not
Do you
more.
guys use promotion uniforms or dress uniforms on that?
I want to blow up those, actually. I can load mine up right quick.
So some people use them for promotions or whatever. I don't know if you guys do that, but
We might. We had to promote new.
Well, look, it's a smelly boy.
Yeah.
Gonk, gonk,
I just don't want you to be surprised if you guys run across someone who's like thinks that they're special and they're running around in their like dress uniforms or like, you know.
It's dress uniforms.
Yeah, and he's actually not doing any work. He's just walking around in a dress uniform, yelling at people.
Damn right. Listen here, maggots.
Listen here, guys. I'm gonna put my hands behind
There
my
are
back
no
and tell
lanes.
you why nothing was my fault today.
So lat 1s are like old Starsim. Those are the ones where you like hold your hand up on the little cords or lines or whatever. The lat Mark 2s, you're sitting in these things like a bunch of children. So I'm so slow. But yeah. Oh, fun fact. I don't know if you do EOD or demolitions or whatever. This is gonna save someone in the long run, so I really hope you ready for this one. If you scroll wheel, and someone hops in, it automatically bumps your scroll wheel to the bottom. So you'll place like your EMP mine or explosives. So I use something which Patches and every other human in the world should use. It's called Ace Interactions Enhanced. And what it means is you can just ace interact and hop in the vehicle. It's great. So. Oh, by the way, this is another thing to save your life. These balls right here, if they are on the ground when you land, you're blowing up.
It's been 2 hours.
So.
If you're ever in a ball, point it up in the sky.
Patchers, I'm having a small problem.
Why does this look bigger? I was just in
That should be Patches and Bolts and Grizzlies and Govs and Tico's hour of learning everything you need to know before you join a Clone Wars unit.
That was 2 fucking hours.
It was an hour. I had it recorded. It's an hour.
All
Right?
that because I knew most of it, but it'd be like that.
Stop crashing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly reload.
And we didn't even go into rifles and backpacks and grenades.
Rocker's still here and not shot himself yet. Where is
Son of a fucking bitch.
Come find me, Rocker, please. I need Gavin
Rocker's in
Rocker
front of him.
and
He's in front of
I need
him.
Gavin Rocker and just Bolt. The rest of you can stay here and diddle yourselves.
Yeah, don't throw purple smoke,
Can I
by the
go?
way.
Does that mean I can say racist?
Come on.
Oh my gosh. Are we just all going with you now?
Oh, not everybody. I just needed I asked for a few people.
I
Got a
get-
fucking conga line.
I guess it's better to keep them over here than near the lats. So.
Patches, where's the firing range?
Why are you here now?
Because I want to shoot shit.
Yeah, I'm getting to my 2 cadet readies here. Where the fuck? I needed like 4 people. I have 1,000 now. Fuck off.
Tara, go away.
I want
Okay.
to
Shut up,
Get
all
you
of you.
more
I need Gavin and I need Rocker. That is the 2 Mayan people I need.
Have a cadet in the other channel as well, Psycho.
Fuck the rest of you. Okay,
Patches,
so
Run away,
shoot
go
some
away,
shit.
go away, go away.
I need you
Fuck you,
to
Grizzly.
pick 4 numbers that you like a lot. I'm not the 501st. I'm not going to say you have to use 0. You can. It has to be between 0 and
Fuck you guys.
9,999 for numbers, because I'm pretty sure there was like 3 million clones. So there is a clone out there with like the name.
Yeah.
But we're not. We only do 4 numbers.
What the hell is happening? I leave for 15 seconds and everything is exploded.
Stop sucking dick over there. I'm trying to get the cadets to pick their numbers. You're ruining their moment.
Sorry.
6532.
532. Rocker.
2142. 2142. Yep.
The reason why I want to bolt over here is because I'm a grand.
One like 142.
And you cut out Patches.
I'll type mine out. Sorry.
So what was the first one for Gavin?
542.
Go give me a
5, 4.
No, you don't see a lot of clones that have that start with the number 6. People
Either.
realize
That's a
that?
good point.
I see too many.
They always
Rocker
start with
was
number 2 or 7. There's a lot that start with 7s.
I see a lot of 4s and 1s. More
Rocker,
1s
what was
than I
your
see.
what was yours again?
I put it inside channel, repaste it so because it's loud.
Tell me what it is.
2142.
2142.
Okay, congratulations, ladies and gentlefish. You two are now a CT custom armor. You can go for certs, and you can still boss around Para and Is.
Yay.
What's the qualification for ARC? That's my question.
That is a good question. You can thank this fucking asshole over here named Grizzly with his glorious concept called trial by fire.
God. Wait, are you doing Grizzly, are you doing
I kinda wanna see this.
He's not in charge of that. I am in charge of that.
Oh,
I want to see the classic Trial by Fire.
Fuck you. Mine's better.
No, the classic, where it's just you and you have to clear out Kabbalah with 100 droids, including B1s, and all you have is DC-15. I remember those days.
We're not doing that because that's fucking. I mean, we're not gonna. It's not gonna be Alcor's clusterfuck. Mine's different.
No. See, Alcor had to go through it. Did Alcor even finish it in time? You're timed, by the way, to do that.
yeah. Okay, so
I'm not insane.
Alcor actually failed it because he had 3 other people come into town and help him.
Ooh, okay.
No, what the fuck?
And the only reason why I wasn't there for his full thing was because I had something come up IRL, so I had to quickly run.
There's patches.
And I had my two IC of the training watch over it, and he's like, yeah, 2 other people. He asked 2 other people to join him.
You can't join this one. Great.
Okay,
Anyways, so okay, so there are 3 variations out there. There's Grizzlies. There was mine that Alcor hijacked and made weird. Gonk remembers it. I wanted to do it. In the Null Arcs, we had a trial by fire to where you're only supposed to play with the Null Arcs. To testing both how well you work with the team and how well you play. But Alcor's version was any op that I deem randomly as a trial by fire. Any very difficult op is a trial by fire to Alcor. All 3 of ours are different. I changed mine to be a hybrid of mine and Grizzlies in that you have to be by yourself, but you have, instead of a time limit, you have lives. So Grizzlies is you have to clear X and X.
Oh, yeah, I remember exactly. It's clear out 100 droids in Kabbalah, and some of them were B2s. You win in solo,
mine's worse
and
than
you were
Grizzlies. Mine has droidicas and fucking vehicles.
Yeah, but you can also take multiple people in yours. Grizzlies was you did it solo.
Oh,
and
mine
you were timed.
mine was only Null Arcs, and you lives. Alcor's was it's just a really difficult op.
Yeah, and even then they stopped getting difficult.
Anything
The
important?
worst one I ever saw was fucking by fire. Phoenix did a trial by fire for Ion, and it was a fucking cakewalk. And I'm like, I even disagree with this. But yeah, I've changed mine to where it is by yourself, or will allow a buddy, depending. To be another arc. But more often than not, it's testing your skills. However, I don't want you like to be, as arcs are supposed to be 1-man armies, but that's more null arcs than arc troopers. I just want to see, are you good at everything? Good
The
at RTO,
time.
you need to be good at demo, you need to be good. It's not timed, you just have lives. My Grizzlies is timed, mine you have lives. You have 3 lives to clear out 4 AATs, 100 B1s, 50 B2s, 12 Droidicas, and
I'm redoing some kits.
What's happening that like
Spider Droid.
now? Is there anything?
All the time in the world. You just have to try 3 times.
I don't know what that was. I'm not going to turn around.
They're playing with fire.
But the both devoted to janitorial.
Oh, you know what the fun tool?
Eco's
the
squad, though, is going to be the hardest version out there. That is a hellish version of Grizzlies, which is you only have 1 life, you have an hour by yourself, and you have to do the whole 100 B2, 100 B1s, 50 B2s, 12 Droidicas, and 4 AATs. Because Tico over there is not a regular arc, he is a null arc. There's a difference. There's a big boy difference.
I can... This boy.
Am I holding the A? Yeah.
Gov, why did Grizzly just die?
Oh. Disconnected.
Since you are a CT, Gavin, you can go for arc right now if you wanted, but there's a waiting period.
Fail.
That just cut out.
CTs get custom armor. Instead of blatant
You
curiosity.
can request
CSTs. Never mind.
and request arc.
Patches, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Gonk eats dick, right?
Only on weekends and when I need money.
Evan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Request arc at why had my
Okay, you okay there?
Request arc at CT. It is a difficult test. It's best to know, do you have all the MOSs more than anything? Do you understand and master them all? Because ARC troopers change MOSs on the fly. So if we're getting pounded and we need more there, I don't care what you're running at the moment, you're now AT. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be good at all of them.
Okay.
Make sense? Like, Ghetto is a squad lead, but if we need AT, Ghetto's gonna go from squad lead to AT to medic to whatever the fuck. Like, Gov. Gov's a shithead, but Gov can go from any MOS, like, Gov could go from medic to AT, like, in a heartbeat.
Or you could be like me and just pretty much carry everything you need on all your kits.
Being airborne, not being stinky.
What's that?
That's called being airborne, that's called being stinky.